Hey YouTube, how's it going? So I thought I was going to be able to get you a video before my surgery. It just didn't happen. Things were just crazy. Time just didn't allow for it. And then I thought that I would feel decent enough to get a video before now, but that didn't happen either. I've been doing a lot of sleeping. Today is Tuesday, September the 18th, 2012, and on Friday I had my surgery. My husband and I arrived at the surgical center about 12:30 in the afternoon, and I was after I paid my final amount due and all of that. Then I was given, I think it was a Valium, for my nerves, and a little Phenergan so that I didn't get sick to my stomach, and they let that kick in, and then a little while later, it was time to go back. So they asked my husband to leave, but they had got his phone number, and they used it. They called him on the hour, every hour, while I was in surgery, and they told him everything that was going on. So I was just really appreciative of that. But once they took me back, I had a disrobe. They had me to put on it's a disposable bra and panties, and they did some pictures, and while they were taking the pictures and he was using the marker on me, marking my spots that he was going to work on and everything, they gave me a couple shots, one in each arm. No big deal. By the time they did that, I was feeling pretty loopy. I have no idea what those shots were, but, I was already a little relaxed because of the Valium. So then, they put me on the table, and they got an IV started so I could have some fluids, and I was feeling really good about this time. And then after that, they gave me an epidural, and it was smooth, didn't hurt. He did a great job. I didn't feel it going in. I probably didn't care at that point. I was probably so drugged, but anyway, he got that in there, and so I had the IV going, and so everything started. Now, I slept off and on during the entire procedure. I woke up a couple times, then talked to them. I don't really remember much about what I said to them. They said I had conversations with them, which, I guess I did. But the one thing I can remember from it was he had told me one of the reasons why that, you weren't put completely to sleep during this procedure was that if he got to an area and it hurt or something was uncomfortable, that you could let him know. And you can also help in assisting him, to roll yourself over when you needed to roll over. So, there was one point on the right side of my belly button that I was feeling it. And I woke up and I told him, I said, hey, I can feel that. They gave me a little bit more pain reliever in my IV, as well as injected some more fluid, the tumescent fluid, into that area. Waited a little while, massaged it in, and then they were able to get it out. And it was a really tough spot. She said he worked on that spot for quite a while. I guess it was just some really stubborn fat that just didn't want to let go. So, they did my inner thighs. They done my abdomen, the upper and the lower. And then after all that, I was completely out for this. I don't know if they gave me some more medicine to make sure I was completely out or what, but he removed the skin. They took off 12 inches of excess skin, and then they stapled me up. I have like 40-something staples in my stomach, and everything went really well. So then they had my husband there waiting to pick me up, because I had called him and told him I would be ready in a little while. He was waiting on me. He had already checked into the hotel. He had gotten us some food, and he knew I loved Chinese, and so he went and got me some Chinese food and got me some soup. That turned out not to be a really great idea at all. I do love it, but it did not stay with me. I did okay with the soup, and he was just kept insisting, you need to eat some from your plate, and so I did, and I lost it. I'm not going to get really graphic, but it was disgusting. The food tasted great, but not the second time around, right? So after that, I was kind of whining because I was hungry, and it was late at night, and so here in the middle of the night, I had him to go to Kroger's and get me some peanut butter crackers and some pudding, and I was able to get that down. I slept on and off. I would, I'd wake up because I was uncomfortable and stuff. And then Saturday morning, we went for our post-op appointment, and they looked at everything, helped me get cleaned up, and sent me on my way. So we made the journey back home, and we got home somewhere around lunchtime Saturday, and I slept until basically till today. A lot of sleeping. Last night I made it completely through the night without any pain medication at all, other than Tylenol, so I did not have to take the narcotics. And I thought I was doing really good today. And I made a mistake. I am so stubborn, and I am so used to being on the go that I decided I needed to go to town. And since nobody's here with me, I ended up being home alone. Now, I had people here over the weekend. Had plenty of help here, but everybody had to go back to work this week, and I had thought I had someone to stay with me, and that just didn't go well. They ended up with something else to do too, I guess. So I ended up home alone, and yesterday wasn't so bad because I was like sleeping it off and everything. But like today, I was like having some cravings, and I had gone through more bandages than I had anticipated that I would go through. So I needed some things. So I got up and I got myself together, put on some blue jeans, and that was a mistake because when I sat down in my car, they rubbed against the staples. That kind of hurt. Went to town. Went to Fred's Dollar Store to get the few things that I needed. And by the time I made it to Fred's Dollar Store, which, by the way, is like 4 minutes from my house, I was exhausted. So I had to sit in my car for like 10 minutes to get myself together. And then I went in, and I just had to basically use my cart as a walker. I got back out to my car, had to sit there and rest again to drive the 4 minutes back to my house. By the time I got back to my house, I was leaking everywhere, which is a good thing because I guess because I hadn't been really mobile and stuff, that I hadn't been leaking the fluid very much, and that started up again, so that was a good thing. But listen, this video's getting long, so I'm going to end it right here, and I'll make a part 2. Thanks for watching.